Nicole, we are tracking thunderstorms right now. Earlier, we were seeing a strong storm over Lee County. It did have some rotation with it that has moved out, mainly just heavy rain and lightning, but no rotation anymore. Still keeping an eye on that North Fort Myers, Cape Coral. That's over you right now. It's going to continue to work out to the west, but look at this storm in Collier County. This is moving off to the west, but this has a lot of lightning with it. Everglades City, you need to be taking cover right now. A lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning. How much lightning with this? Over 900 strikes, 952 strikes in the last 15 minutes, and anywhere from Naples down to Marco Island. You need to be on the lookout because in the next half hour or so, this is working its way toward you. Good afternoon, I'm Week News meteorologist Mary Mays, and what we're taking a look right now at on Tropical Satellite is our fifth named storm of the season. Folks, this is Earl. It is getting its act together, looking a little better organized than it did earlier. The hurricane hunters flew through this, found a closed low. So it is now upgraded to a tropical storm. Wind is sustained at 45 miles per hour, and it is moving pretty quickly to the west at 22 miles per hour. Now I want to note that the track of this stays well south of Florida. This is not going to have any impact on our local weather, but it will be affecting the Yucatan Peninsula as we head into the middle of this week. So we're going to continue to watch this. It is going to be a tropical storm until it makes landfall the first time. It'll briefly weaken, and then once it moves back over the Gulf, it is expected to re-strengthen back into a tropical storm briefly. We're going to continue to keep an eye on this, but once again, no impacts on our local weather. Model plots here are the latest, still taking it to the west as well, so pretty much all of these are within that track, and this is the latest from the National Hurricane Center. Of course, we'll keep you updated on this storm, but I just want to emphasize it's not going to impact us at all, but it is a good reminder that it is hurricane season, and you definitely want to have those plans solidified by now because we could still see activity here. We got a ways to go until November 30th, so we're keeping an eye on things for you. Weekend News Doppler radar, it is pretty active actually on the East Coast. At least it has been for most of the morning hours. Now as we head into the afternoon, we expect a lot of this activity to shift over to our area. We are seeing a thunderstorm developing right around Marco Island. Getting onto the island, you're going to have to go through some heavy rain and even some lightning, and there's some of that heavy rain along the trail as well, but Marco Island for right now, just getting some light rain across most of the island. Scattered storms will continue to build in today. So yes, as you head home, especially could be dealing with heavy rain, lightning, gusty wind are typical. And we'll continue with that usual forecast of storms through the evening, and then we quiet down overnight into tomorrow morning. Scattered storms are back though as we head into the rest of tomorrow. Here's a look at some of the clouds there with our Sanibel Harbor Marriott Skycam, but most of us remain dry in Lee County. It's just Collier seeing the rain right now. Upper 80s, low 90s. Those are our temperatures. We are going to feel like triple digits later on today. Once we get into the 90s, it is going to continue to feel like 100s. That's what we're seeing right now. Getting a quick check on boating before we look at the 7-day, 1 to 2 feet in the Gulf, light chop in the bays, water temperature 88. In the next 7 days, no big surprises, no big changes here with scattered thunderstorms each day. We'll continue with this pattern through the weekend. High temperatures stay in the lower 90s, but it will feel like 100s. Lows will be comfortable in the mid 70s. Over to you. I'm Week News meteorologist Mary Mays, and we're starting out with the tropics. I am showing you this system right now. It's getting a little bit better organized, and the National Hurricane Center, the latest, gives us a high chance of development later on today. This could become Tropical Storm Earl. That's what they're thinking. And it's got wind right now between 40 and 45 miles per hour. It's starting to look a little bit more organized. It's currently producing some heavy rain over Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's going to continue to track off to the west. We're going to be watching this carefully. Our last named storm was in the middle of June, so we're right on track to start to see the tropics heating up. It usually starts to happen this time of year. Now the track of this system does take it into the Yucatan Peninsula a little bit later on this week, and that's where most of our model plots are taking it. Getting a look at our model in-house, this is future track, and you can see that this system works its way in by about the middle of the week, getting closer and closer to the Yucatan. So we're going to watch this carefully. Here's the good news. We're not going to see much of a local effect in terms of that system. It's going to be well south of us, not going to have a big impact on us. It's going to be pretty much business as usual. That's what we're talking about right now. Week News Doppler radar currently quiet, and here's a view. There's the Sanibel Causeway, our Sanibel Harbor Marriott Skycam. Just wanted to show you that blue sky with just a few clouds. Now temperatures, we got upper 80s and low 90s. We are warming up. Heat index values close to 100. It is going to feel like triple digits later on today. Scattered storms build in. That is the forecast forecast for your afternoon and evening. So it's dry right now, not likely to stay that way though in the next few hours. It's not going to be quite as wet as it was the last few days, but we're still going to have areas of heavy rain, lightning. You definitely want to be on the lookout, and if you're going to be outdoors later on today, you want to head inside. We do expect it to be dry tomorrow morning. Boaters, of course, you might see a thunderstorm, but other than that, conditions not too bad. A southwest wind 5 to 10 knots. Gulf waves 2 feet or less in the Gulf. Light chop in the bays. Water temperature 88. Low tide at Punta Rassa around 7:30 tonight. So that's a look at your forecast for today. Let's check out the 7-day forecast. So scattered storms later on today. This afternoon and evening, we'll hold on to this pattern for a while. So, when you're driving home, you might be dodging those raindrops. You want to take it easy on the evening commutes. And of course, remember, you need to be inside if you see lightning or hear the thunder. You don't want to be too close to a thunderstorm and be outside. It can be very dangerous. 76 in the morning, high of 92. Check out your Tuesday, starting out dry with those scattered storms working their way in, and that pretty much continues through next weekend. Highs stay in the low 90s, but it is going to feel like 100s when you factor in humidity. Back to you.
Maze is tracking all of it for us, as well as some rain here at home.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm going to start out with, because this is affecting us right now. We've got a lot of lightning over Naples and heavy rain. Getting a look in 3D at these storms, you can see they are pretty tall there. So definitely looking at where the heavy rain is. It's right over downtown Naples. A lot of lightning as well. Let's talk about that. So getting a closer look here, you can see that heavy rain, the lightning, 219 strikes in just 15 minutes. That's quite a lot. And zooming in, you can see that this is all over the downtown area, up through Pelican Bay. There's a lot going on. We also have some developing rain in the southern Cape Coral area throughout Lee County, just south of downtown Fort Myers, as well as in Estero. Now, switching over to the tropics, there is the potential for this system right here to become Tropical Storm Earl. We're going to be watching this carefully. It's got a high chance of development. We have the hurricane hunters actually flying through this right now, so we're going to continue to keep you updated. I'm going to talk a little bit more in just a couple minutes about where this is heading. It's going to be pushing west, and it will be well south of us, so this is not going to impact our local weather, but it is a reminder that hurricane season usually starts to ramp up this time of year, around August, September, October. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that and where this is heading. That's coming up in just a few minutes.